There are a number of issues that are included in family law. The big one that people think of is divorce, obviously. Another big one is custody. And then other areas that I handle that aren't necessarily family law, but I would think fall under the domestic relations category. Protection orders, people that apply for civil protection orders, civil stalking orders. People think adoption when they think family law. Adoption is actually considered a probate issue. But I do handle any adoptions that come through the door because obviously adoptions have to deal with family. For someone looking to file for a divorce, people are often underprepared when they come to meet with me for the first time. There's a form that I hand people to fill out before they come and meet me, and it's called a financial disclosure affidavit. And people don't realize that they have to lay out their financial world for the court. Their income information, their employment information, their monthly expenses, all their assets being any real estate assets, financial accounts, vehicles, other title property, life insurance, retirement accounts, and then all their debts, whether it be mortgages, car loans, medical bills, personal loans, credit cards. I have to know all that, and the courts make you disclose all of that because the big thing that they're concerned with is making sure that each party has made a full disclosure of all their assets and liabilities. So I need to know that information to effectively represent somebody. Seeking full custody of a child is an arduous process. Depending on where you are, I mean, as a part of the divorce action, it's going to be dealt with in the divorce. A lot of times, juvenile courts deal with unwed parents, and that's only custody issues. And that process can be long, and it's hard. Courts are always going to be of the opinion that they want mom and dad to get along. And a lot of times, mom and dad aren't getting along. You know, you wouldn't end up in court if you were getting along. But they're always going to encourage that parents cooperate with each other, and they want what's best for that child or the children. And in their mind, it's having mom involved, having dad involved. Sometimes that's not always the best case, though. Whether you have a mom that's not doing well or dad that's not doing well, and it's better for the other person to have custody. And it's just a matter of what's the child's best interest. That's what all custody cases boil down to. A lot of times people will come to me and say, well, my child is X years old, don't they get a say in what happens? And the answer is yes, they do, but they don't, it's not determinative in a court's decision. A lawyer is needed in divorce just because there's a lot of issues that people don't realize that are out there. I mean, I have people come to me all the time and say, "Well, can I do this by myself?" I said, "You can, but it's probably going to be tough." There are a lot of intricacies that people don't realize. What courts do, or what the basis that they're looking at is, they're going to take everything that you have, they're going to put it in a pot, and they're going to split it up as equitably as they deem fit. And people don't realize what goes into that pot. They don't realize how to navigate courts. And that's really where having an attorney helps you the most, is dealing with the courts. Because I'm in court every day. I see the same people every day. I see the same judges and magistrates every day. And they know me, I know them, I know what their tendencies are, and that is extremely beneficial when it comes to working on a case. Filing a restraining order is a fairly simple process. I mean, restraining order, probably you're referring to protection order, and it's when there has been some kind of domestic abuse or some kind of shady behavior that somebody is fearful for their safety, and all you have to do is walk down to the court, say I would like a protection order. They'll have you fill out something that's called a petition, and then right then and there they will hear your case. And when I say hear your case, a lot of times people filing for protection order do it by themselves. And they explain to the court why they're fearful. Something a lot of people that come see me don't realize is that domestic relations cases, a lot of them end up settling themselves without court involvement. Courts encourage that. I encourage that for a number of reasons. I always tell people that even if it's necessarily an agreement or it's a final decision that you don't like, it's always better having a hand in something that you created, as opposed to leaving it up to a stranger that you've met once or twice, that doesn't know you, that doesn't know your family, that doesn't know your kids. I like to think that I am a person that can get along with just about everybody. And I think that's very important, that you can jive with all kind of personalities, because all kinds of personalities are going to be walking through the door, so you have to be prepared for that. So I think that's probably the most important factor when it comes to picking your attorney, is pick somebody that works with you and works with your personality.